You are Greek. What does Satan mean to the Greeks?
The bad guy. Satan is the bad guy for the Greeks, but we also bad guys. Satan is it's freedom. It's not a matter of where you believe. We live in free societies. Everyone has the right to believe anything he wants. I don't have any problems with someone believes. He can believe everywhere he wants, as long as not exploited from communities.
The reason why I ask about Satan to the Greeks is Greek is its own country. It has very strong borders.
Strong borders, yes.
So I was wondering what Satan means to an average Greek person. And
it's the bad guy, I told you. It's you are cursed, something like this. But we are cursed, since I remember myself, we couldn't follow, all these rules, all these laws, We are total different people, and we are very lucky that we travel very often. So we have a feeling from what's going on all around the world. So we try to bring, some new ideas down there. Greece is it's a country in the borders between Asia and Africa. So you can understand that things are a little bit cruel there. Of course, there are new guys, the new people that are open-minded, very open-minded. But still, the old guys a little bit freak out with this.
The Greek gods of thousands of years ago didn't really have an evil god, where other religions did have a very dark...
Not that evil, no. But of course there are evil, everyone has his evil part, but not an evil god. I prefer, the official religion in Greece to be the ancient one instead of, this Christian thing.
Greece is the original place of the Greek Orthodox Church. I was wondering if you received any sort of bad reaction because of your use of Satan.
Yes, we have received, not only in Greece, everywhere, all around the world. But keep on going, This is the spirit.
On the new album, there is a song, when I first heard it, I thought you were doing a Celtic Frost cover.
Yes, I did it on purpose, because I love Celtic Frost. That's all.
Well, we'll tell more about it, because I'm very curious about why...
No, I love Celtic Frost, it's my favorite band. So I wanted to have one riff, dedicated to this band. That's all about.
Are you famous inside Greece, or are you like the band that where you live no one really cares, but when you leave where you live you become a god?
I don't know. I don't like to say compliments to myself, but people know me in the streets, they stop me. Not only in Greece, in many territories. I don't like this, but anyway.
What is your opinion of Septic Flesh? They are another band that escaped the boundaries of Greece.
They're friends, good music, and hope someday to tour together.
The former drummer of Septic Flesh really loved your vocals, and he said from the first note he could tell that's Sakis. How do you feel about that?
Okay, I'm glad if someone like my vocals. Many people say that. I have also maybe this accent, this Mediterranean accent, that makes maybe my voice a little bit weird and official, original, unique.
What has happened to Unisound Records, a Greek label?
Nobody knows.
Really?
Actually, it disappeared someday, one night maybe. Nobody knows what's doing this guy now, and but he released, some very cult albums, very interesting and cult albums back in the days.
Could you talk about your decision to have the voiceovers for your songs on the new album?
What do you mean voiceover?
It was like a storyteller, a narrator.
It's rituals from all around the world. Inspired, the last two albums are dedicated to it's a kind of multicultural concept. I search a lot, I learn a lot, I read a lot before I write the music. I write a song, I'm not based anymore only for music, but only in the lyrics. For me, lyrics, the more I grow up, I more find, I find lyrics very important in the music. So I search a lot, so you can hear many languages, many rituals from all around the world, all included in an album.
What changes have you seen in the whole metal world? I know that some people consider Rotting Christ to be black metal, but to me, musically, Rotting Christ is its own band. It doesn't follow any rules.
I think so, yes. Maybe we follow the motto non serviam in our music too. But anyway, I'm here since the first day, since the day one in the scene. So I have seen too many things changing, in this scene. What can I say? Maybe we need another interview just to express myself. But maybe, there are too many differences nowadays. But still, metalheads are the same. Everywhere you go, we have the same code. We have the same ideas, more or less. So it's very nice, when you see people, from all around the world, they have the same codes.
Do you salivate when you hear the word Lamb of God?
No. What do you mean? Why you say that?
Well, I'm making a joke about the Greek food because the Lamb of God is, I think, an American band. I've never heard them, but...
yeah, I know the band, of course I know the band.
But I wonder if when you hear Lamb of God, you salivate because you eat lamb meat.
Okay. Lamb meat, it's one of the best meats ever, anyway.
Well, the reason I ask is sometimes when I try to eat food from another part of the country, sometimes I'm disgusted. Like, why would I eat an octopus or something?
You don't like octopus? You don't like octopus?
I've never had it because they're so cute.
You lose.
But I'm thinking, what is so good about eating the ass of a cow rather than a part of the lamb?
If you don't know, there is no problem. Recently playing in South Africa, and we ate crocodile and worms. No, I didn't know this, but they told me after. So it was very tasteful, actually.
I know in history, the Russian Empire, for example, they were a very divided people.
What do you mean Russian Empire?
Well,
Communist part or USSR?
Well, in all of history, the Russians were not a very united people.
And they are Slavs, that's why.
Yeah.
No, Slavs are many different.
So I know that the Greeks, they began as city-states. So I was wondering if, just as Russians, like the Moscow Russians, they have insults about the St. Petersburg Russians, is the same thing true for Greece? Is there like Athens versus Sparta, for example?
It's totally different. Slavs are different from Greeks. Of course, you have connections. You are the borders. You exchange civilizations many years, but we have a total different way of acting and thinking.
What would you like to dispel about Greek stereotypes?
Spell about Greek stereotypes?
Well, get rid of, like, whatever stereotypes people might have about Greeks. What would you like to say? Like, we are not this or we are not that?
Greek, I don't know if you have seen the movie. It's not like this. It's not the people, new Greeks are not, it's different. Of course, we keep the family roots, which I really like. We keep some, the spirit, the last years, But it's not stereotype that, for instance, Greeks they fuck only from the ass. For instance, they say no, it's not like this. Or Greeks are what can I say? Greek language is very sounds like Greek to me. Or Greeks, are weird persons. We are people like everyone else. Try, to give some civilization nowadays. And you can see Greek all over the world nowadays, right? You don't have many of them here in the States. So there are no stereotypes, are very interesting sometimes, just to forget things, to escape, but usually, the stereotypes are not as strong nowadays, the multicultural, the internet have spread the civilization all around the world, so the people are not that close, except North Korea, which is the only place that you don't know anything, about.